New York City, the city that never sleeps. But behind the dazzling lights and bustling streets, a dark undercurrent of exploitation and fear has taken hold. Hundreds of thousands of migrant children have gone missing, vanishing into the shadows. These vulnerable souls, often lured to our shores with promises of a better life, have become prey to a sinister network of human traffickers. The statistics are staggering, the stories heartbreaking. It's a crisis that has gripped the city, leaving many feeling helpless and afraid. This is not the time for political posturing or ideological divides. This is a time for action, a time to stand united against a common enemy. The safety and well-being of our children, our most precious resource, are at stake. We must not stand idly by while innocent lives are destroyed. The announcement of a joint task force, spearheaded by former acting ICE Director Tom Homan and New York City Mayor Eric Adams, is a beacon of hope in these dark times. This unprecedented collaboration between a seasoned law enforcement veteran and a city leader sends a clear message. We will not tolerate the exploitation of children. This is a call to action for all New Yorkers. We must remain vigilant, report any suspicious activity, and support the brave men and women who are on the front lines of this battle. The time for complacency is over. The time to reclaim our city and protect our children is now. The mission of this task force is clear: to rescue the estimated 300,000 missing migrant children, many of whom are feared to be victims of sex trafficking rings operating within our city. This is a Herculean task, one that requires unwavering dedication, meticulous investigation, and the full cooperation of all levels of law enforcement. The task force will be laser-focused on dismantling the intricate networks that facilitate this heinous crime. These criminal enterprises prey on the vulnerable, exploiting their desperation and lack of familiarity with our laws and customs. They operate in the shadows, using fear and intimidation to control their victims. But with the combined expertise of Tom Homan, a man who dedicated his career to combating human trafficking, and Mayor Adams, who has pledged to make New York City a sanctuary for the innocent, not for criminals, we have a fighting chance to bring these predators to justice. This is not just about apprehending criminals, it's about rescuing children, providing them with the support and care they need to heal, and ensuring they have a chance to reclaim their stolen futures. In a shocking revelation that underscores the depth of this crisis, Homan announced that both Democrat and Republican officials are under investigation for aiding and abetting human smugglers. This revelation sends shockwaves through the political establishment, exposing a potential web of corruption that reaches the highest levels of power. Among those under scrutiny is Reverend Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a vocal advocate for open borders and sanctuary city policies. The investigation into her alleged involvement in aiding human smugglers raises serious questions about the motives and consequences of such policies. The return of ICE agents to Rikers Island, a move that reverses a controversial 2014 sanctuary law, is a testament to Mayor Adams's commitment to restoring law and order in New York City. This decision, while met with criticism from some quarters, is a necessary step in the fight against criminal illegal immigration. The federal lawsuit against New York State's Green Light Law, which allows undocumented immigrants to obtain driver's licenses and restricts federal access to DMV records, further highlights the ongoing battle between state and federal authorities over immigration enforcement. The recent events in New York City have ignited a fierce debate about the balance between compassion and security, between providing sanctuary to those fleeing hardship and protecting our citizens from those who would do us harm. The dropped corruption charges against Mayor Adams, while he maintains his innocence, have fueled speculation about a potential quid pro quo with the Trump administration in exchange for his cooperation on immigration enforcement. The FEMA funding dispute, which saw the federal government retract over $80 million allocated for housing migrants in New York City, adds another layer of complexity to this already contentious issue. As New York City grapples with these challenges, one thing is clear: the stakes have never been higher. The outcome of this battle will not only determine the fate of countless vulnerable children, but also shape the very fabric of our city for generations to come. We must stand together, united in our resolve to protect the innocent, uphold the law, and ensure that New York City remains a beacon of hope and opportunity for all who come to our shores legally and with the best interests of our nation at heart.